What's up, Mirandigas? We're back with another Persona 5 Royal video, Persona 5 tier list video. So, today I'm doing Royal Phantom Thieves tier list, spoilers for Royal. And I got spoiled, I think this is from Q, that's for in the Phantom Thieves tier list that I just opened. We have Kotone here, now I gotta play Persona Q. But, alright, this is, okay, so sometimes when I do these, I try to be more towards, like, okay, even though it's opinionated, I want to add some stuff to it that's going to be like, okay, like a lot of people, if they want to argue, they can argue, but like I'm comfortable with them being the best. This is mostly my personal favorites in a sense, so this will have a lot of opinions in here that maybe some of you might not understand, but let's go. First of all, we have our GOAT. Well, honestly, this guy's the GOAT. You're just a trickster. Okay, jokes aside. Akechi. This is the one in Sainijima. Akechi's Crow Awakening. I'll be honest with you, it's obvious that the game was just not doing much with it because, well, because Akechi a traitor and they had like his Loki Awakening just kept there, sitting there. So that's what they did. By the way, these are not only just the first awakenings, but like Joker's second awakening and obviously Sumire has 2 awakenings, so yeah, so those are also included. So I'm keeping Akechi here because honestly, it's cool the way he summons it, like, oh, let me handle this, and then just summons it. But I'll be honest with you, they did not do anything with this cutscene noteworthy where I was like, okay, it's cool, it's really good. It was obvious why they did that. It's more so to give this guy more shine. Nothing to talk about it. There's nothing special to it. It's just, yeah, it's cool. All right, let's go. Morgana. Morgana also is kind of like Akechi. He has a special cutscene, a pre-rendered cutscene, but he's also, I mean, I guess Akechi does as well. But his is also just him just summoning his persona. It's just, all right, I got this persona, and then just summons it. There's, again, nothing to it. These two are just, in my opinion, throwaways. I don't know why. Akechi, I do understand. I don't know. Maybe they had his second awakening plan because he is a story confidant. Maybe they had something special for his second awakening plan, but then ditched it because his awakening also feels like something. It's like way quick. And it makes sense. These two already had their personas. The others had to summon them. So I guess that makes sense. All right. Next, we got Futaba. All right. Now, this is where we can just discuss a lot of stuff. Futaba's, first of all, her palace is amazing. Her boss fight in the palace, not her, but like Wakabaishiki, that is amazing. The only thing I have is her awakening doesn't have that oomph to it. So I don't know how do I say it, but every awakening except for another one, every new awakening has blood to them. You know, they like take it out, blood coming out. It's like very like aggressive, very gory. Here is just like she's being taken to her persona. Like it's honestly, I never liked that. I was like, if like do all of that, that's fine. Like with the tentacles popping up, even though like taking her up and stuff like that, the tentacles and then on the UFO and stuff. Like yeah, that's fine. It's unique. Every persona in this awakening in P5 is also unique, and a lot of them are unique. But like, do that. But what they could have done is her awakening happens. Like, I like how her shadow just leaves her body and stuff like that. But what they could have done is her shadow leaves the body. We see the UFO being formed, and during that, we see Futaba's clothes being changed. And for what Futaba does is just break these goggles, and then what happens is she has like blood coming out, and then she's like being taken. And rather than going, whoa, she could be like just accepting it and just start using her persona. Like that, I think would have been way cooler in my opinion. Again, all of this is opinionated. So if you don't agree with anything, I can't say anything. This isn't where I'm gonna fight with you like this is the definitive. No, this is just opinions. So I want to keep Futaba here. Next, all right, guess below, comment, who could it be? Is it An? Is it Ryuji? It's actually Ryuji. All right, let's go. Let's talk about Ryuji. Ryuji's awakening, it's an early on awakening. It's very good. It's very emotional. This is one of the, I mean, all of them are mostly emotional, but it's very emotional to what Kamoshida did to him. I also like how he summons just Captain Kid. And this is a very basic opening in a sense, in that later openings, awakenings, not opening, awakenings, like you also see the characters fighting some shadows or like doing tricks with their persona. Here, Captain Kid really doesn't do anything. He's here. I like his dialogues to Ryuji and stuff like that. This is a good awakening, not an amazing awakening, a emotional good awakening, as I really want to say it. All right, next one we're gonna talk about is, okay, let's just call her Kasumi, for the sake of clarity of who I'm talking about. Let's just talk about Kasumi, not Sumire. Kasumi. That means Sumire's first awakening after Haru's dungeon, or during that dungeon. I don't know. I did the dungeon early, but like in the Okumura space station after that. So it's a new dungeon. You know nothing about it. I still kind of feel like they could have investigated this dungeon more during the story and not just kept it for third semester, because it's still a palace, even though, yeah, palace exists for other people as well, distortions. But what I really liked was, all right, so this awakening is good. This is a different awakening because it has a lot of camera angle changes, a lot of cinematic going on, with a lot of like a change in backdrop, and then she's like changing into her outfit, like you see, like, she's Sailor Moon outfit change, stuff like that. Magic Amadoka is also one of them, I don't know, but like changing their outfits, and like she's like Sailor Kasumi, she's doing that. But maybe it's just me, that her taking out her mask, it always bothered me, because I was like, I had been spoiled a bit about it, but it's like, why didn't she get the blood treatment? Like, she took her, like, her mask, why didn't she got the blood? Like, that was my whole first thing about it. Like, she needed that blood, right? Because Futaba's was different, so I was like, Kasumi needs that blood treatment, what the hell? It was obvious why after you play the game, but at first I was like, it's really good, but damn, they could have made this way more gory and serious. Like, that's, again, opinions. But, alright, decide who's next. It's our gal, An Takamaki. An's is amazing. I like, one thing is, she is one of those where they actually fight the shadow. I like that she kicks the sword, and then it's like taking the sword and killing her cognitive swimsuit version that's like in Kamoshira's Dirty Mind. I really love that. Like, her also getting like stuck, and like it just mask appears and she removes it and summons her persona. That is classic. And like her line for Shio, and like her just standing like doing this like a pose. Chef kiss, man. It's just way too amazing. Now after this, I have less criticism for Awakenings, more so like I just like this Awakening way better than that Awakening. So yeah, this one was kind of tough. Let me talk about this first. Makoto Nijima. She's one of those which fight the shadows in their in their Awakenings. She's one of those. The other thing I really love is that it's pretty funny, because Yusuke's like, a persona? And Ryuji's like, no, dude, that's a bike. That's like classic comedy timing. I was like, oh, damn. That is like, one thing I really love sometimes, okay, a lot of media does this, is where they make a reference or make some kind of indirect reference to something, or indirectly do something, but they don't mention it. But I like about in P5 is that it's a bike, and they're like, yeah, damn, that's a bike. Yeah, it's a bike. It's not a persona is a bike. I really like that. I also like her like whole gun it and stuff like that. The only thing, okay, I have criticism, but it's not her Awakening. Dude, Makoto herself is really good, but man, her like Kanashiro's dungeon is not good. It's boring. Like, puzzles are fine. Like, it's not the reason I kept her here, but like that's something I would really wish they do improve on. All right, let's about Haru. All right, so let's talk about the Beauty Thief. This was a bit confusing to me, because I feel like their Awakenings were a bit similar to me, in a sense that I guess it's the joke where she takes out the guns. Like Milady takes out the guns, opens her frock or something, and like, where's he? Ryuji like, yeah, like he's like scared out, damn, or something like that. But like takes out guns and like, father, I will not be your subservient puppet, that or servant. But like that is amazing. And like when Sugimura's like, why don't you come play at my place? And like Haru's like so vulgar, and her persona is asking, have you decided who will betray? And like, you already know, my heart is set. That is some raw lines, man. That just oof. Like, I'm gonna be on, like, it was tough. No, it's not tough. No, Haru is higher, because the things that Haru say are just chef kiss. I just love him. I love him. All right, next I gotta. All right, we got Sumire. This is the second awakening. First of all, this just like Ryuji is an emotional awakening. I like the fact that first of all is like she couldn't summon her persona, and like they kind of foreshadow it during the dungeon, like kind of foreshadow. It's not a long foreshadowing, but she's unable to use her powers correctly in the in Maruki's dungeon. And when they're ambushed by the shadows, she's like Ryuji's like, not my watch, and like the Phantom Thieves are trying to help her, but she's like, nah, I got this. That's me. Like, she doesn't want anybody to help her, and what she does is like takes off her mask. The blood is there. Always love the blood. But she's like, Celdrion, you were the only one that was true to yourself. And like you see like this monologue between her and Celdrion, and you also see like Kasumi holding out her hand to Sumire, like, it's time, sis. It's time, Top G. And she like Celdrion is there, and that's where it's like, it's just amazing. It's very emotionally powerful. It's not like, oh, there are raw lines, or oh my god, it's hype. It is hype, but it's emotions behind it. That's why, like, this is like, Ryuji's makes you emotional. This is where you start being, we get it. All right, next is Joker's first awakening. I gotta mention that this is the Arsene awakening. It's the only 2D animated, is the only anime style opening. So let's talk about it. I really love this opening is divided into two, by the way. It's like a CGI portion and then the animated portion. I love that Arsene just asks him, hey, so your previous decision was a mistake? I mean, I hate that the dialogue is there for maybe, but like that option is there, but like you all can also accept. And then you see like the animated cutscene, like him just smiling, that smile, like that also used in trailers, like he's like smiling, grinning, and then first he takes out his blood and they're smiling, grinning, and the blood is going out, and there's these demon eyes, and like it's just like flames are throughout him, and then it's like Arsene arrives with these chains, and what Joker does is this, and Arsene's rings just blow everything away. That is so cool, man. That's something I really like. And and then at the end he's just standing like there with his, like, he's not doing this, which he does, like the iconic pose that people are tired of, like he's just standing there like smiling and smirking. That just is classic. And then Arsene is like, you want me to take care of this, something like that. Like, it's so good. All right, next up we have Black Mask. This is one of those where it's raw hypeness, like him talking about like justice, friendship, I don't need any of that, and stuff like that, and he just makes him go psychotic and like awakens himself, like Loki. Like the way he says that, and then Loki's just like standing there behind him, and they also kind of foreshadow this, like with Yusuke talking about that persona again that they saw. I think it was during the fight or the cutscene, but like he's like summoning his like Loki, and he's just like making him go psychotic. And like the way the fight starts, where he just goes, ah! Dude, I don't know what I'm doing today, but like that is just too good. All right, top two. All right, you know what? Decide. Who did I keep number one? Tell me in the comments below. Who is number one? This is Satanile, and this is Yusuke. Who is number one? Okay, I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, Satanile is number 1. Yusuke is number 2. Yusuke, I want to say it's my favorite awakening, but like Serenal takes it. First, let's talk about Yusuke. I like how his awakening is very artistic. The way he talks to Madarame, like, how many did you steal for riches, futures of others? I'll bring you to justice and stuff like that. And you also talk to Yusuke. This is the only one where you can talk to the awakening and the dialogues change. So like, are you ready? And he's like, yeah. And like different dialogues appear, and he's just smiling. He's just like Joker's first awakening. He's like smiling and stuff like, and like him just, he's like, his skin or nails are peeling off and he's putting the hand on the floor and there's like blood and he's like, Goemon, like the artistic way. My back hurt from doing that. That was just amazing. And him just talking to Madarame and Madarame just smirking. He's like, yeah, I did that stuff. Like Yusuke, like the thing that I love is Yusuke is telling Madarame his crimes, Madarame's crimes to him, and Madarame is like, yes, I did that. And like Madarame is like, guards, get him. And then Yusuke is like smiling. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to party, rumble. That is amazing. But let's talk about Saturn now. This is amazing because you see everybody screaming for Joker. Like you see a confidants and stuff. And what Joker does is he summons Arsene, breaks his chains. It's symbolizing that he's finally free. Joker is completely free now. He can do whatever he wants. He's free. That probation ain't stopping him. Nothing's stopping him. Shido, nobody like Shido is gonna stop him. He's free, finally. He like takes out the chains and he's just standing there and like Yaldabaoth is like, seriously, bro? That won't happen. And then like clouds come in the sky and you see Saturnal just dropping down. And it's so cool. And then the fight starts and you just have to press Sinful Shell. It's Sinful Shell, right? The gun. And then he takes out the gun and boom. Dude, that... What does Joker say? I forgot, but Joker says something raw as well. That second awakening of Joker, like the way... That's why I'm waiting for Revival, because... No, I won't spoil, but those who understand why I mentioned this and Revival. But like Joker just taking out the gun and like shooting Yaldabaoth in the head, and it's like him just falling, and then you see the sunset. Like that is just, that is Persona 5 Royal. Okay, but jokes aside, that is peak. Like he's just, man. All right, this is my list. These guys will eventually get theirs. I will play Q2. I remember I saw a video with like Kotone talking about the Phantom Thieves. I didn't know I don't know. But alright, my Randigas, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on notification bell. Tell me, like, do you agree with this list? Tell me your list in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona, Shin Megami, Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, whatever video. Consider subscribing and trying to make this YouTube thing an actual thing. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'll see you guys next time with another Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, Persona, Shin Megami. I think I already said that. I'm looking to stop recording. Bye, 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 bye.